So Mike, Barnet here at the National Stadium on Saturday. First of all, just what are your thoughts going into this game?
It's going to be a tough game. They've got quite a few games in hand, so it's not a real true reflection of their league position, and they've got very good players as well. So we've been watching them. They had a bad result on midweek, but it was a terrible pitch, and they're a team of good individual players, so they can cause problems. So yeah, we've been speaking all week about how dangerous they can be, and make sure that we're on our game, and we do what we can, make sure we build off our performances of previous.
Yeah, you've been player coach here for a couple of months now almost. How have you found things in a new official role here?
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been great. It's been a learning curve for me, and long may it continue. So at the minute, we've got a great relationship with the team and with the lads, and we're enjoying it as a staff as well. So winning and keeping the morale up and the momentum is key about it, but it's a thoroughly enjoyable environment to be in.
In terms of your responsibilities, has much changed at all since being sort of appointed in that role?
I've just had more of a hand in the build-up and the preparation and the tactics, and enjoying having my say. They've Ben and Ian have done fantastic, and they've got a lot of knowledge themselves, a lot of experience, and we bring different things to the table. So it's just been really enjoyable on both sides, but also when I turn into player mode and put my boots on, I'm still enjoying and that side of it, which I want that to continue as well.
You're approaching 30 games for the season now. Given the past few seasons, how important and enjoyable has that been for you this season?
Yeah, it's been massive. I think I've had a few injury ravaged seasons, and it's been difficult. And when I first came, I just had to kind of blow the cobwebs out, get myself up to speed, and I had a few niggly issues. But yeah, it's been good. I think understanding how I operate and making sure that I'm fresh for a Saturday is the most important. So I've been given the freedom now to manage myself physically. So it's been good, and yeah, hopefully I can continue playing every game.
The team have had a lot of praise this season. The defence in particular, to a degree, yourself, John Mellish, Scott, Robbie, even Fraser previously. Is that a big positive for you as a defender, that the plaudits are there?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I pride myself on in terms of going into a game. But the lads have been fantastic, and we've been working very hard from defending from the front, all the way through. So it's just been an incredible team effort so far, and hopefully we can continue that and build off it, because the lads are so honest and hard working, and it's just all about trying to build week by week and learning and getting them to understand their roles clearer every day we're here, in which they have done. They're very receptive to it, so the lads, they deserve all the credit because they've been fantastic, and they continue to be.
Has there been any particular highlight for you of the season so far?
There's been, the clean sheets and the away wins. We've just come off the back of one. Has been, I suppose, most enjoyable, because there's obviously things going on off the pitch. But in terms of the preparation on the pitch, the odds are against you when you're leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning as a small group of players, to turn up and to put the displays on that we have done has been, it's been phenomenal. And like I say, I keep saying the lads, deserve that credit and praise, because it's a long day, physically, and mentally. So those are the driving back on the long journeys with 3 points that I suppose are most satisfying.
Yeah, and a lot of people have said this team has overachieved this season regardless of what happens. You've obviously been involved since the start of the season. Are you surprised with how the season's panned out as a whole?
I think that would probably be the understatement of the of the century, in terms of think we've overachieved. I think it's been incredible. I think coming in, when I spoke to Steve initially before, and the odds, the bookmakers and the squad, and and the budget, I think it's been an unbelievable overachievement, and they keep defying the odds week on week. And for me, as a player personally, I just keep saying to the young lads, look, just enjoy it, just relish it, because there's a lot of pressure in football, individually and collectively as a team and a club. And I've had a lot of seasons where you're fighting the elements, and it's tough, and you've got to dig in, and it's grueling and hard work. But when it's been such an enjoyable environment, you've got to just absorb that and soak that in.
Yeah, you were part of a team at Newcastle United across the river who overachieved, finishing fifth in the Premier League and getting to you. Are there any sort of comparisons you can draw between that team or that season as a whole and this one?
Yeah, for sure. In terms of the journey, like you say, we did overachieve that season. We we were on the back of a few hide-ins as well, and it kind of helped us because it brought us back to reality. And I mean, this season as well, we've had a few hide-ins, Wrexham away and things like that, and disappointments even when we conceded, the 93rd minute against Wrexham. So we've had setbacks, but the likeness I can take is that the way we react to it, that we take it in our stride and we take it as a positive, and we make sure that it affects us positively.
Yeah, and the fact you're referring to a 3-1 away defeat at Wrexham, the lead as a hide-in, shows just how high your standards are and how well the team are doing.
Yeah, for sure, and also reflects on the reverse fixture that that was the biggest disappointment. You talk about the highlights, and that was the biggest disappointment of my career, of being 1-0 up against league leaders in the 93rd minute. You expect to take 3 points, so it was a big awakening for myself, and as a lads, and what we do, you react to that in a positive way, and we went and got 3 points.
And remaining 10 games now in the playoffs, what's the aim for yourself? I think it's obvious in a way.
It's obvious, but for me it's the cliche of the goal is 3 points Saturday. You look to the next game, and speaking to the lads, it's just like, come the summer, we'll reflect back with massive pride and enjoyment, but let's make it exciting and just keep pushing and focus on this game, because they're a good team with good players, so we've all got to make sure we're dialed in for that.
Yeah, you've won promotions over your career, played in Europe. When you look back on your career as a whole, how will you look back on this season at Gateshead?
It's definitely up there as a standout. But I'll tell you at the end of the season, whether if we're sitting in League Two, then it could be just the top of it.
Right. And obviously, one sort of long-standing issue is the fans. The fans are great, but getting more in is always going to be difficult. What can you say to try and appeal to those fans and get them here supporting the team on Saturday?
Yeah, for sure. It's a huge part of the football club, and there wouldn't be a football club without the fans. And they're just a great bunch of lads. And also, I'm sure a lot of the fans will realise, but there's players in this team that will go on and play at a lot higher standard. And it's attractive football that we're trying to play here. So we're trying to do the right things. There's a lot of honesty, and I think that's what university, that's what fans want to see. It's just honesty and pride and hard work. And just keep pushing, and that's what we're doing as a team. And any more fans that come through the door and can try and help that case to keep the momentum going will be much appreciated.
And from an entertainment point of view, some of the goals you've been scoring in recent weeks, the team goals, have been particular highlights, and that's what fans want to see at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a couple of our goals, have been 15, 16 passes, and that's what we want to get into. We want to do that as much as possible, but it's like the lads here. Technically they are fantastic, energy and abundance. It's just making sure that we do those, the ugly things of the game, the things that, and just getting them to understand that you have to win the battle to be able to play the attractive football, unless you're kind of Barcelona who can just turn up and from minute one start passing the other team off the pitch. This is what we have to do week on week.